Hey, yo everyone, Andrew here, bringing you another video review, and today we're going to be doing my comic load for the week. So, before we get into anything, if you want to follow me on Instagram or Twitter, the link is down below, as well as if you want to support me on Patreon, the link is down below. Help make the channel better. With that said, we might as well just get into comics, and we're going to start where we always start, with a little bit of Batman in our life, with Batman issue number 20. This is continuing the I Am Bane story arc, and I think it's actually kind of a stopping point for it, because I believe after this we go into Batman Flash the Button. Either case, this is kind of just a big throwdown between Bane and Batman, and that's basically what it is. Interesting fact, we find out Batman's middle name, and it's Thomas, so he has a delusion of seeing his mother, and she calls him Bruce Thomas Wayne, so that's a nifty little thing that comes out of this. But yeah, it's just basically a big fight between Bane and Batman. It's fun, it's enjoyable, it leaves us hanging a bit, but it's just that, it's just a fight. With that said, I'm going to give this a 4 out of 5. Batman has been good through and through, and I've been enjoying this Bane arc since. As you guys know, Bane is one of my favorite Batman villains, so definitely worth picking up. Nightwing, issue number 18. So this is continuing the story arc, Nightwing Must Die, and basically he has to go and save his girlfriend. I forget her name, but I like her. I think she's actually a good love interest. It's just bad that I don't remember her name. He has to go save his girlfriend with Robin from Professor Pig. And in doing so, we find out that an old Batman villain, one from Grant Morrison's run, comes back with a vengeance. It's not Professor Pig, it's actually someone else, and I'm really interested to see where they go with it. The twist at the end is really fun, and I'm enjoying this arc a lot more than I liked the previous one. Even though the previous one kind of laid the groundwork for this one, I'm really enjoying what's going on, not only with the relationship between Nightwing and Robin, but also having his girlfriend in there and the reveal of this Batman villain returning. So, pick it up. That will also get a 4 out of 5. Harley Quinn, issue number 17. So this is split up into two issues, two stories. The first story deals with Harley Quinn saving homeless people, and the second story deals with it's just Harley and Joker on New Year's Eve, or the day after New Year's, I forget what it is. But it's done by Paul Dini, the creator or co-creator of Harley Quinn. Both stories are fun and enjoyable. I like how Harley, in her mainstream Amanda Conn and Jimmy Palmiotti stuff, is still kind of quirky and fun, but takes itself a little bit more seriously too. I love Red Tool. He's one of the best characters to be introduced to Harley's gang. And I also love the Paul Dini story. It takes me back to Batman the Animated Series, so that's always fun and good to see. And it's kind of risque. You see a little bit of Harley in there. This will get also a 4 out of 5. Moving on to the other camp, we have Marvel, and that would be X-Men Gold. So I'm picking out both X-Men Gold and X-Men Blue, and for those of you that don't know, I'm not a big Marvel fan. Nothing against Marvel. There's nothing wrong with it. I mean, apparently they're doing something right. They're making billions of dollars. But I just don't care for some of their philosophies and how they approach some comics. And as many times as I tried to get into it, I just couldn't. But there's some comics that I enjoy no matter what. Captain America, Wolverine, and the X-Men. However, the X-Men has been very convoluted and all over the place since I've been trying to get into Marvel, that I've kind of taken a step back. But this seems like a good jumping point on as ever. X-Men Gold and X-Men Blue are a play off old philosophy that the X-Men had back in the 90s, splitting the team up into two. And this team actually looks pretty good. You got Kitty Pryde, you got Colossus, you got Nightcrawler, Storm, Old Man Logan, and Rachel Summers, who takes up a different name. I forget what it is. With the exception of Cyclops, regular Wolverine, and Jean Grey, this is actually a pretty solid lineup, and this is the one I was looking forward to the most. Big battle to start things off. Then we get the big question that everyone, at least on my mind, is in a world that Spider-Man and Captain America and Thor live in, and everyone's Gucci with them, but they don't like the mutants. Like, it makes no sense. Why are the mutants hating? This same thing as Captain America and Spider-Man. They're just, their powers are natural. They're not caused by a bitten spider or injecting steroids into their ass. It's natural stuff. So they pose that question, and then you get some we get some fun character moments in here. And in addition to that, what I really like, and I'm going to give props to this issue on, is they give you a complete abridged history of the X-Men. So if you never read X-Men before, you know nothing about them, well, kudos to you, you now have a complete guide. This issue surprised me on how good it was. I am going to give it a 5 out of 5, and it hooked me enough that I want to stick with it. It's not my perfect lineup. My boy Wolverine's still missing. Even though we got Old Man Logan, it's just not the same. But yeah, fun story, and overall, I'm looking forward to what it has going forward. Deathstroke, issue number 16. This is continuing the Twilight story arc where he is blind. Let me tell you something true. Deathstroke is an awesome comic. Christopher Priest is doing a fantastic job with the comic. It started off kind of rough at first, but it's like the tone and the shift and everything in this has been great. Number 2, having Power Girl on this, and I'm talking about the new 52 Power Girl, having her on this was a great idea. I think I enjoy her more in Deathstroke than I ever did in Teen Titans. That's fascinating. A character made specifically for the Teen Titans, I enjoy more in Deathstroke's comic. And God, look at this cover with the guns looking like wings. Awesome issue, 5 out of 5. Pick it up. Captain America, Steve Rogers, issue number 15. This is continuing our road to Secret Empire. And basically, it's Captain America confronting Red Skull, and Red Skull kind of telling him what the deal is and all that jazz. This issue was pretty fun. I'll give it a 4 out of 5. It was better than last issue. I just want this whole Captain America being evil to be done. I want my good old-fashioned Captain America back. Superman issue number 20. So I wanted to get the complete history of Superman now that he's been basically rebooted again. New 52 and Rebirth put together, but unfortunately we're going to have to wait till Action Comics 977, which is coming out, well, this week. I'm doing this on Sunday, so but this issue is great nonetheless. Batman and Robin show up in it, and basically Batman is investigating what could possibly be a something that's holding John Kent, or Jonathan Kent, back from becoming more powerful than his father. I enjoyed most things in this, and I particularly liked having Batman in there, but Batman was a little bit more of a dick than he normally is. Especially seeing that this is supposed to be the in-continuity combined Superman. Like, they should be friends, so why is he still being a dick? But on the whole, pretty good issue. Enjoyed it. 4.5 out of 5. Just shy of being what it needs. Aquaman, issue number 20. This is continuing the H2O story arc. Or H2.0, which has Deadwater, who showed up at the end of the New 52, and they brought him back for this, and I like Deadwater. It's an interesting villain. It's not even a villain, like a menace, maybe? I think menace is a good way of going about things for Aquaman to go up against. So, a lot of violence, a lot of action, a lot of Mirror, a lot of Aquaman, a lot of good stuff. I am going to give this a 5 out of 5, mostly because I've been really enjoying the approach that Aquaman has been going lately, and this has a lot of good action in it, and it continues to build up the tension and drama. Very claustrophobic feel to it. And Deadwater coming back, he's been done well here. Cyborg, issue number 11. So Cyborg has been boom-tubing, and he boom-tubes to this digital world where he fights a friend of his who is trapped in this digital world. I hate to say this, and Cyborg's one of my favorite DC characters, but this issue sucked. I'm going to give it like a 2 out of 5. It didn't hold itself that well for me. So, yeah, I hate to say it, because you guys know how much I was rallying for a Cyborg comic, but I'm not feeling this issue and the last issue as well. Green Lantern's issue number 20. So this is continuing Dr. Polaris stuff. In particular, we get to see more Jessica Cruz kind of coming into her own as a Green Lantern. Fun stuff through and through. No complaints about this, and I love Polaris in this. This hits all the right notes. 5 out of 5. Pick it up. You want to talk about something else that hits all the right notes? Let's talk about Green Arrow, issue number 20. This is continuing the return of Roy Harper. Delving more into Roy's time as Speedy. And what I like about this is, one, I love the adaptation of his Speedy costume when he was, Speedy. Let me see if I can pull up a flashback issue. Oh, they touch upon him being a crack addict, too. because that was a big thing of Speedy's past, is being an addict. I don't think they're a good picture I can find in the short time that I have, because I don't want to spend time looking through this. But I guess this is as good as picture as ever. You see Speedy, instead of having the red, instead of having the yellow kind of Robin Hood hat, he has just a regular trucker hat. I like the trucker hat. It's growing on me. Green Arrow has been fantastic through and through, the whole entire Rebirth, and pound for pound has been the best Rebirth book. Pick it up. 10 out of 10. Justice League, continuing the Timeless story arc, issue number 18. Not much to say about this story, and that's the thing, not much to say. I'm not digging Brian Hitch as the writer. I liked his stuff with JLA, but this is just not grabbing me. So, it wasn't bad per se, but it just wasn't grabbing me. I'll give it a middle ground, a 3 out of 5, but that's about it. And then the comics that I didn't get to this week, and it's mostly because I'm behind. I'm behind on Captain Atom, I'm behind on DC Bombshells, but I'm catching up, and I'm behind on Star Wars. So, a couple things that I am behind on, but that's neither here nor there. Like I said, I do have my Batman timeline video ready. I just need to edit it and make sure it's good and make sure it comes out well. In addition to that, I'm going to be doing a review for Batman I Am Gotham, the first trade in the Batman Rebirth stuff. So, with that said,